cellaring wine and what's the optimum conditions to do so in. Luigi here from Franco's Liquor Store. I'm here today at La Bussola restaurant, our family restaurant that my dad Franco opened up in 1974, plug-in. There's 4 or 5 really key components. The number one component in my books is buying wine that's actually made for aging. Super Tuscan wines such as this Tignanello Vineyards. As you can see above me, there's some Mouton Rothschild. These are really long aging wines. We have here a 1975 Brunello di Montalcino. This is from Poggia le Mure. That winery is now owned by the Banfi family. But the other conditions that are really important: temperature, humidity, how you store the wine physically, and light. So we're in a showcase cellar here in the restaurant, so it's a little bit brighter, but as well, we don't have hot lights. So it's a very cool temperatured lights. The lights are not really like right up directly on the bottles either. Secondly, the temperature. We like to keep this around 12 to 14 degrees Celsius, and it doesn't vary in temperature too much. We like to make sure that it's always a stable temperature. Then there's the humidity. The humidity is really important because you don't want to dry out the corks. So we like to keep it around a 60% humidity, and that prevents the corks from drying out, and then prevents them from spoiling and leaking. And then positioning of the bottles. As you can see, we don't keep the bottles standing upright. When they're standing upright, the cork's up here. There's no contact between the actual wine and the cork. So then the cork can dry out and then eventually spoil. Air can get in there, it can oxidize. So we like to keep them laying on their sides, as you can see here. So there's contact, and I'll show you with this display bottle, there's contact here with the cork, and it keeps it at an optimal temperature. So these are some key factors when you're designing your home cellar. So if you want to keep display to make sure that there's a beautiful display, then you can see numerous amounts of bottles behind me here that are aging perfectly. So when you do grab them and they're 20, 30 years old, they're perfectly and ready to drink.